Welcome back. Hey. Welcome back here now to the Burke Keaney Championship. Live here at Cambrian Arena, we got the A Championship Finals, the Burke Keaney Championship between the Flying Elbows and the Ball Hogs. So dump down, Glado's gonna take chase. Good battle with Cameron Lizotte. There's Linema in the back end with, that's going to be cleared out by Lizotte. Dumped all the way down. LaValle's going to give chase for the Flying Elbows. Intercepted by Ryan Alec in front of the net. Look at that, nice pass. Ryan Mooney scores. And the Ball Hogs strike first. What a pass. Right from the defensive in the far corner. Right out to Ryan Alec. Out alone. Can't leave a guy out like that. And no greediness to him at all. With a nice pass to Ryan Mooney on the side. And what a goal. What a play by the Ball Hogs. And they strike first within the first 2 minutes of the game. Great play. Here's Ryan Mooney now. He'll lose it. Here comes Makasoff for the Flying Elbows, giving chase down low. Billy Moskal has possession right now. There's Billy Moskal. To Ryan Mooney. Here's Mooney. They're battling with Smith in the far corner. And Bertrand was down there. Moskal to Mooney in the slot. Shoots. And a big save. A big save. So here we go now. Baudet. Here we go now. And we're going to have a penalty coming up to the elbows, it looks like. Kind of missed that. Frankie Vitsa in net for the Ball Hogs. Plays it out to Cam Lizotte. Lizotte through the neutral zone. A big defenseman. Nice play by Lizotte. Shoots, and Baudet makes a big save for the Flying Elbows. So here's the goaltenders here for tonight's game. We got Baudet for the Flying Elbows. And we got Frank Vitsa for the Ball Hogs in net. In this game 1 of the best of 3 action for the Burke Keaney Memorial Championship. Game 1. Here's Paquette off the draw now. Big face off there, and that's going to be dumped down. And there's Drigo out there for the Elbows on this penalty kill. Smith, Drigo. Here's Smith for the Ball Hogs. He'll send it over to Parker Cameron. Here's Parker Cameron now. He sends it over to Thomas. Here's Smith, Oliver Smith with it now. Sends it. Nice passing play. Nice play. Oh, and that one just almost snuck in. And ref had a good view of that. Just might have got close to the line there, but didn't cross. So good passing play by the Ball Hogs here early in the game. And you see the lineup of Leor, Smith, and Paquette out there. There's Paquette now to Parker. Parker to Crowther. Crowther now takes a shot. That's going to deflect it. Here's Leor now with it. And good possessioning. And that's going to go out of play right now. That's going to go out of play. So good ball movement here by the Ball Hogs on this power play. And nice passing play. Ryan Alex sends Ryan Moody right to the side of the net for a Christmas present goal. Smart play. And we're going to have a restart here at the face-off between Drigo and Paquette, number 17 for the Ball Hogs. For the Flying Elbows. Nice pass. LaValle shot, and Paquette's going to gain it now. Here's Paquette now to LaValle. Big shot stopped by Baudet for the Flying Elbows. So getting tested more often is Baudet than goaltender Vitsa down at the other end for the Ball Hogs. So 55 seconds left to the Flying Elbows penalty. And a face-off win there. Here's LaValle now. He'll take a shot. Here's Oliver Smith. He tries to do a spinorama and shoot. Blocked by the Flying Elbows player. Another play, another dump. Chipped out. Good play by Leor to Paquette. And I think we're going to have a stoppage of play. There's number 76, Billy Moscow, heading to the draw for the Ball Hogs. Here's Ryan Alec now. He'll send it to Tanner. Back to Cal McAsh has it. Back to Tanner at the point. And the Ball Hogs setting up possession here. And a nice shot. That was tipped there, and that just went by it, and Baudet had to move quick on that one. Here's Ryan Alec now. And that's going to be dumped all the way down. And Vitsa's going to stop it down below and set up for Tanner, or he's going to send it to Billy Moscow instead. Nice vision there by Vitsa. Here's Billy Moscow, 76 for the Ball Hogs. Sends it to Ryan Alec. There's Ryan Alec now, back to Cal McAsh, to Moscow. He's got Mooney in front. Here they are again. Shoots. Oh, and that was a nice play there by Alec to Mooney again. And didn't work out that time, but a great chance. Here's Alec behind the net right now. And sends it to Mooney. Nice play by Mooney to Billy Moscow. Moscow to Alec. Ryan Alec shoots. Nice save by Bodette on Ryan Alec there. And great passing with that line between Moscow, Mooney, and Alec. And that's going to be cleared out as Cal McCash has to take control. And here is Matt Bell now for the ball hog. Sends it to Mooney. Mooney, nice pass to Billy Moscow. Here's Moscow. Shoots, and Bodette off the shoulder. And dumped all the way wide. Good battle down low. Nice save by Bodette again. And the elbow's trying to clear it out. Nice play by Glado. And Mooney's going to take control now. Ryan Mooney for the ball hogs behind the net. 3:43 left here in the first period. 1-0 ball hogs. Nice steal by Lazat. Cam Lazat shoots. And a big shot that just went wide of net. And Lazat has possession right now. He's got Bell in the high slot. He's got Parker sneaking down low. Camarade. And the ball and the Flying Elbows are going to take control. Here's Glado. Now he'll chip that off. And dumped all the way down. Here's Linema, number 16 for the ball. He'll send it to Bell. We got Bertrand out there with Lessard. Nice play here. Cameron shoots, scores. What a play. Parker Cameron. What a great play in front of the net. Nice hands. And Cameron delivers for the ball hogs with 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. Big goal. Nice hands. Nice to see. Great hands there by Parker right there. Right in the phone booth. Talked about it games ago where the saying is you can stick in a phone booth. Stick handle in a phone booth. That's how finesse he is with his hands. And showed it up tight there with a big goal. Here comes the Flying Elbows now taking control. Dump down Fichendi now. We'll dump it down. Here's Gladu now giving chase. Bertrand's out there with Smith. Here's Bertrand now. He'll lose it. Here's Cameron. To Oliver Smith. He loses it. Here's Crowder now. Will take control to Linema. Linema tries to send Lavallee down. Here's Gladu with a big run. Nice play by Cameron in the neutral zone. Or below the blue line, sorry. Here's number 93 for the Flying Elbows, intercepted by Oliver Smith, and he tries to send Lavallee all the way down, and we're going to have an icing call on the ball hogs. There's Parker Cameron. Nice hands down low, tight to the goalie. Dekes him out and scores and gives the ball hogs a 2-0 lead. Schuick's out there, number 93, with Bertrand and Smith for the Flying Elbows. Lavallee, Smith on the back end for the Elbows right now, and you have that line of Oliver Smith, Paquette, Linema, Crowder, Lior. Here's Paquette now. Paquette has it. Nice play there to Lior. Here's Lior now. Good battle there with Pachendi, and he's going to go down. And play continues here. Here's Smith now. There's Smith now. Tries to feed Bertrand, and he misses it. Nice play by Paquette to Oliver Smith, and he just misses it. Here's Smith for the Flying Elbows now. Dumped in front. Lior shoots, and that just went wide. Minute and 24. Here's Smith for the Flying Elbows now. Number 93, Schuick to Bertrand. He missed it. And Paquette's going to take over. He sees Lior. Here's Smith. Oh, shot. Tanner scores. What a goal. What a pass by Oliver Smith. And that beat Duquette over his arm, over his blocker side. And the ball hogs are up 3-0 with 1:05 left here in the first period. And nice goal by Tanner there. Pinch it in. And capitalizing and helping the Ball Hogs score another goal. So we have a 3-0 Sudbury Ball Hog League here in the game 1 of the Keaney Memorial Championships, the GSBHL. Here's Mooney. Ryan Mooney sends it in, number 27 for the Ball Hogs. And that's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be down. There's Makasoff there for the Ball Hogs, for the Flying Elbows. You got Drigo out there. You got Facendi out there with Gladu. 2 Gladus are out there for the Elbows. So Drigo versus Moscow for a face-off to Pizza's blocker side. Nice win there by the Flying Elbows, Drigo. And Gladu's going to send it all the way out. Lakasoff now giving chase to it. Nice play by Tanner. Sends it out, the goal scorer for the Ball Hogs. Here's Ryan Alec through the neutral zone with some nice speed. Nice pass to Ryan Mooney. Here's Ryan Mooney. Now he's got Billy Mosk on the slot. And he shoots, and that was on the side of the net. Here comes Facendi. He'll send it out now to Lakasoff for the Flying Elbows. Here's Lakasoff, number 89 to Drigo. 17 for the Flying Elbows to Lakasoff. Oh, and that was a nice chance there by Lakasoff trying to feed Drigo back in the slot. Then the Ball Hog defender just got a stick in it on the play. So the Flying Elbow sending it. Lakasoff's going to take a shot. Nice block by Lazat, and that'll do the first period of the game. First period of the game. And the shots on goal right now are 8-2 for the Ball Hogs. So here we go now, getting ready for the second period of this new to be, whoever it's going to be, crown champions of the Keaney Memorial Championship. We're going to have a new champion this year. It's either going to be the Flying Elbows or the Ball Hogs. The Ball Hogs were at the championships last year. They made it, and the Zambronis won the series to win the championship. So we're going to have a start to the second period. Nice play by Facendi now. You got Bertrand out there for the Flying Elbows. Nice here. Here's Bertrand, number 11, little speedster. Here's Bertrand flying in their zone. Frankie Viza with a big save. Nice pad by Viza. What a big save on Bertrand. What a set of wheels by Bertrand to get loose like that and open. And Viza puts his pad down and says, not right now. So good opportunity, good rush by Bertrand, number 11 for the Flying Elbows. Here's the Elbows have possession now. Here's Facendi now at the back end. Lassard's open back to Bertrand. Bertrand battling at Cam Lazat with a good battle. There's Facendi now battling with Lavallee. Here's Bell. Bell has it. Nice save by Duquette. And a great save by Duquette there off that shot. Here's Bell now. He'll shoot it. There's Cambrian now giving chase. Trying to win his battle against Lassard. Bertrand in there with the elbows. Nice work by Cambrian, number 17. Good defensive play. Lavallee keeps it in. Lazat keeps it in. Here's Lavallee. Shoots. Doucette, rebound. Cambrian scores. Second goal of the game. And Parker Cambrian delivers with a nice shot to beat Duquette. there, but it all started with Cam Lizotte keeping that play in, and he fed LaValle, and then LaValle took the shot, and we had a rebound right onto the stick of Parker Cambrian to deliver his second goal of the game. And the Ball Hogs are up 4-0 right now for the Ball Hogs. Here's Crowther now. Here's Oliver Smith to Paquette. Here's Smith now. Smith has it. Shoots. He scores. And Oliver Smith scores for the Ball Hogs. And we have a 5-0 lead now. Nice shot by Oliver Smith. He's a shooter. And 5-0 now. And the Flying Elbows got to try to pick up the pace here and try to shut them down a bit. Face off one there. Here's Tanner now, has play. Here's Crowther now to Paquette. Nice stick by Lakasoff. And we're going to have a whistle as Smith tried to pick it up. And I think the ball went out of place. We're going to have a face off just outside the zone. Nice shot there by Smith by the Ball Hogs. Big goal right there to give them a 5-0 lead. And that line's been on fire throughout the playoffs for the Ball Hogs. And here they go again. Nice face-off win by Smith. Here comes Smith for the Flying Elbows. Sends it across, and Drigo just missed that one. Dumped in front of the net. Oh, and we're going to have a net. The net was dislodged, so we're going to have a stoppage of play. So we're going to have a face-off, and it's going to be outside as the Flying Elbows player knocks the net off by accident. And Schuick is at the draw now for the Flying Elbows. Sends it out. Lakasoff dumps it to Smith. Schuick now to Drigo. Drigo shoots. He scores. Drigo scores. And it's 5-1 now with a nice shot by Drigo for the Flying Elbows. Nice setup. It all started here at the blue line. And that was a picture-perfect shot that beat Vitsa. So they're on the board right now with 7:43 remaining here in the second period. Flying Elbows just scored. Big goal. Get them on the board. Get the confidence going right now with these young guys, and hopefully they can get going here. Big goal by Drigo. Here's Crowther now for the Ball Hogs. Sends it up to Oliver Smith to Lior. Jacob Lior to Smith and behind the net for the Ball Hogs. Here's Paquette. Great Paquette now. Sends it to Smith. Looking for an opening. Finds Lior. Big shot. Big save Duquette. Another shot. And that went over the boards. And out of play. And there's that trio right there getting together between Smith, Lior, Paquette for the Ball Hogs. So we're going to have a face-off here outside the zone of the Flying Elbows. Nice play by Smith now. Number 95 sends it out to Drigo, the goal scorer for the Flying Elbows. We got Smith now trying to send it to number 92 for the Flying Elbows. That's Smith. Nice play by Ryan Alec. Alec sneaks out. Here he goes, Ryan Alec. And that's cleared out. And here comes Drigo now for the Flying Elbows. He'll take a shot. Good defensive play by Lizotte on the far end. Nice pass by Mooney to Billy Moscow, and he just missed it. And that's going to be out of play. So there's the goal scorer, Ryan Mooney, right there with a nice pass in the first period by Ryan Alec to see him wide open. And there's Ryan Alec right there, number 10 for the Ball Hogs. Could have took the chance. Selfish. No greediness whatsoever, and seen Ryan Mooney wide open to feed that one, and there's been some pretty goals here tonight for the Ball Hogs so far, and we're not even under halfway of the game, and it's 5-1, but good signs for the Flying Elbows, scoring a minute and a half ago. So maybe they'll get going here now. Here's Bertrand now. Bertrand sends it out to Smith. A nice play there by Ryan Mooney to Billy Moscow. Here's number 76, Moscow. He's got Alec in front of the net, and he regains to hold it. Sends it out. Alec just missed it. Here's Callum McCash now, number 93. Sends it back to Ryan Alec, number 10. Alec's going to take a shot just wide of the net, but a good idea to take a nice hard shot. Callum McCash, nice pass by Mooney. McCash has it. He sends it to Moscow. Moscow back to McCash. Missed it. Nice chance by Cal McCash. And Duquette was trying to block his angle there. Nice defensive play by Bertrand, and the Ball Hogs putting a lot of pressure here. Ryan Mooney now sends it. That's how LaValle shoots. Big save by Duquette. Rebound. And that's dumped out. Here's Billy Moscow now in the far corner for the Ball Hogs. Billy Moscow. Here's LaValle now. Linema at the back end. He's going to keep it in. Good battle by Linema at the back end. He's going to keep that in. He's going to send it out. Here comes Smith now for the Flying Elbows. Sorry, Gladu to Bertrand. Bertrand. Little spark plug out there for the Flying Elbows. Nice play by Bell. He'll dump it in. Just missed LaValle. And we're going to have an icing call here with 5:13 remaining in the game. Here's Tanner for the Ball Hogs with a nice pinch earlier in the game and a nice goal, but created with all nice passing. There's another goal scorer, Parker Camera, number 17. He's got 2 of the night right now, and showed a little bit of everything. Showed some nice hands and his shooting ability and his vision in front of the net with the hands, and the vision of looking for the open target, and nice rebound and pick up, and a nice shot by Cameron. Big face off here. Here's Smith now for the Flying Elbows. He'll shoot it, and that's going to go out of play. So Vica hasn't been tested too much in the game. Got 6 shots on net right now, but a big one on Bertrand on that breakaway earlier. Here's the Flying Elbows right now. Down their eggs. Pachendi now has it. Good play by the Flying Elbows now. Lakasoff now battling it down low. Good effort there by the Flying Elbows. Passing it across. Here's Smith, number 15, for the Elbows. He's got control now. He's got Smith in the point. He takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Nice pressure now for the Flying Elbows. Good battle win there by Matt Bell of the Ball Hogs, and that's going to be dumped down. Nice pass to LaValle. Here's Ryan LaValle now for the Ball Hogs. Nice move. And, wow, what a nice move by LaValle. Just couldn't get the shot off. But nice spinorama move. Here comes the Flying Elbows now. Smith carrying it up. LaValle's going to do a line change for the Flying Elbows. Now Fachendi's on now. He sends it down. Here's Matt Bell. Matt Bell to LaValle. Good battle, good win by LaValle. Here's LaValle. He's got Bell, Cameron with him, and that's going to be cleared out. And we're going to have a face-off, a whistle. And I'm not sure what's going to happen on the call here. We'll soon find out. But good little pressure by the Flying Elbows in the last few minutes. And Drigo scores the first goal for the Flying Elbows, so hopefully they can get something going there now, and they are putting pressure. So you see goaltender Frankie Vica for the Ball Hogs getting tested a little more now, and a little less for goaltender Duquette, which has been busier of the 2 goaltenders in this game so far. So we're going to have a 5-on-5. We're going to have a coincidental penalty. So we're going to have Smith for the Flying Elbows going off, and LaValle going off for the Ball Hogs. So a big face-off coming up here. Oliver Smith now against Schuick of the Flying Elbows. Here's Bertrand. Bertrand has possession now, down low. He sends it out now to the Flying Elbow, number 93. Schuick. He's got Drigo in front. Good play by Thomas Crowther and good defensive play. And Oliver Smith is going to win the battle now down low for the Ball Hogs. Sent out. Here's Thomas Crowther now. He'll send it to Jacob Leor. Leor sends it across to. Nice play by Paquette. Nice split off the bat by Smith. Crowther shoots. Duquette with a nice save. And dumped all the way down. Good opportunity there. Oh, here comes the Elbows. Oh, and that was a good chance. And good defensive play by Cal McCash at the back end to stop that. Here's Paquette to Leor. Scores. What a play there. Oliver Smith. And we've seen this before. Big goal to Paquette to Leor. And now 6-1 for the Ball Hogs now. Over the Flying Elbows in this Burkini Championship Memorial Series. Game 1. 6-1. Ball Hogs. So there's Leor in that line with Oliver Smith and Paquette capitalizing again. Here's Tanner now. He'll send it to Leor. Here's Leor. Dump down. Nice play by Lizotte. He'll keep it in. Here's Paquette now. Paquette, tried to feed Oliver Smith and just got intercepted there. Here comes the Flying Elbows. They'll send it up. And that just missed Drigo all the way down. And nice idea. So we're going to have a face-off here with 2:28 left in the second period. Ball Hogs up 6-1 in this game 1 of the A Division Championship Series. Earlier today, the Misfits won in overtime with a goal by Edie to bring the Misfits into a 1-0 lead over the Ducks. Big face-off win there, and here we go. Billy Moscow, Ryan Mooney now. Here's Mooney for the Ball Hogs, looking for an opening. Nice play to Alec. Mooney back. Here's Ryan Mooney now. Nice give and go from him and Alec. Mooney's got possession now. He sends it to Alec in the middle. Ryan Alec shoots. Big save by Duquette. A little bit of a rebound, but no Ball Hog there for that rebound. Here's Gladu now. Has it, number 21 for the Flying Elbows. Scott Smith with him. And that's going to be dumped all the way down. And Ryan Alec's going to take possession now. Nice play by Ryan Alec. Number 10. A nice run there by Ryan Alec, and you can still tell his leg is not 100%, that's for sure. But still good run for him. He's got possession. Nice play by Tanner in front. Alec to Mooney. Here's Mooney now. Takes a shot, and big save by Duquette. Here's Mooney. Gets the rebound right now. Sends it to Moscow. Moscow, what a move in front there. Split 2 defensemen. Billy Moscow sends it to Ryan Mooney. And Ball Hogs now all over the Elbows right now. And now here comes the Elbows now. A 3-on-1 now. And we're going to have an offside call coming up with 1:04 here in the second period. So offside, as I think Lassard might have went over the line a little bit ahead of the play, but good pickup by the ref and good call. There's Parker now. Parker Cameron's out there with LaValle, Bell, Linema, Cal McCash. Here comes the Flying Elbows. Smith now. He'll send it to Lakasoff. Lakasoff out there with Duchesne. Duchesne's out there. He's on number 97 to Drigo. Drigo's out there, and they lose it. Here's LaValle now with a nice play. With 40 seconds left in the second period. Here's Riley LaValle. And we're going to have a stoppage of play down low to the left side of Duquette, the goaltender of the Flying Elbows. We'll see what the call is coming up. And we're gonna have a tripping call coming up now to the Ball Hogs, and it's gonna be LaValle now with a tripping call. So another power play coming up to the Flying Elbows. Here you're gonna have Drigo out there with Lakasov, Duchesne, Vicendi, and here's Smith now at the back end for the, takes a shot. That's over Frankie Visa's shoulder and dumped out by the Flying Elbows, and that's going to be cleared out and over the boards, but I think it was last touch by the Ball Hogs, so the play will stay inside the zone. There's Parker Cameron off the draw, loses to Duchesne. Here's Bell. Bell, good battle, and he wins that battle. He chips it up. And the Ball Hogs now playing the defensive role of the penalty kill right now. Nice save by Frankie Vitsa in front of the net. Big save off the pad, and a nice opportunity by the Flying Elbows, and a great pad save, and that'll do the period. The second period comes to an end. And the shots on goal are 18-7 in favor of the Ball Hogs. So nice save by Vitsa. There's the two goalies. There's the two goalies there, going to give each other a high five on a good battle right there. Duquette been busier the man. Frank Vitsa for the Sudbury Ball Hogs made a couple big saves in the game so far. So we're going to have a big third period coming up, and I'd like to see more of that action that the Flying Elbows showed a little bit in the second period there. So they have a power play right now, 95, as LaValle's in the penalty box for the Ball Hogs. So we'll have Shuik, Vicendi, Lakasov, Smith, and Drigo out there for the Flying Elbows on this power play. Billy Moscow out there with Ryan Alec, Tanner, and Linema for the penalty kill. And a good play dumped out, but that's going to clear over the boards into the bench.
It was his glove was hanging over the boards. You got to move your glove.
There's Billy Moscow off the face-off there. Big win by Moscow off of Shuik. And Drigo's going to have to go back and get it for the Flying Elbows. With 1:05 remaining in the penalty to the LaValle for the Ball Hogs. Dumped down. Here's the Flying Elbows. Now, Shuik has it now for the Elbows. Down the wing. He's looking for an opening. He's got Vicendi in front of the net. He's got Smith at the back end. He chooses to find number 95, Smith. Nice pass, nice passing plays there. Here's Shuik now. Sends it in front, and a nice play by Billy Moscow. Billy Moscow with a great wheels. And nice play by Shuik now. He sends it back to Smith. Here's Smith for the Flying Elbows. To Lakasov. Lakasov, that was Billy Moscow intercepted that one. Here's Drigo. Drigo passes in front of it, and that was intercepted. Nice defensive play by Cam Lazat, and Lazat makes a nice defensive play and wraps that right around. Nice play by Lazat to get it out. When in doubt, rim that. If there's no defenseman close to the boards, get her down. Here's Drigo now. He's got Bertrand on with him. Vicendi in the back end. Here's Vicendi back to Drigo. Here's Drigo. Nice pass to Shuik. And another nice defensive play by Lazat, and Matt Bell with a good play. Here's LaValle out of the penalty box. So LaValle's got Bell with him, and Cambrian going out Nice try by LaValle. And he still has it right now. Riley LaValle, nice play to Thomas Crowther. Crowther shoots. Oh, and that just went by, and Duquette might have got a piece of that one. And that went wide of the net. Here's Lizotte now. Oh, and we're going to have a tripping penalty. We're going to have a tripping penalty here coming up. And it looks Lakasoff might have a little bit of a trip there. Like, I think he tripped over his foot. And Lizotte went down backwards hard. And it looks like he's a little banged up. His big Cam Lizotte having a great defensive game. Don't want to lose him in this early first round of the series. And we'll have to keep an eye on Lizotte to see if he's okay. But he went down hard. He went down hard. And a big face-off here. Paquette coming up to Duquette's trapper side. Nice play by Bertrand. Wheels number 11. He had a good chance earlier in the game, and Vitsa got his pad and stoned him on a breakaway. But here comes the elbows now. And they're going to try Thomas Crowther with a good stop at the play. Sends it to Cal Bakash, has it at the back end. Cal shoots it. Bertrand's going to steal it. And good battle by Cal. Good battle. Frankie Visa comes out again and stops it. And we're going to have a penalty coming up to the Ball Hogs. Good back check by Cal McCash. And still gets the shot off, but got to stick on that a little bit too much, I guess, and he's going to get a penalty on that. But good back check by Cal McCash. And McCash is going to get a holding penalty on that play. And Bertrand's got wheels, so it just shows how fast Cal McCash came back on that back check to do whatever it takes. And they end up getting a weaker shot off, but not much on it. And Frankie Visa is going to stop the play. Here's Bertrand now. Back to Gladue here at the back end for the flying elbows. Takes a shot. Oh, that nearly hit Oliver Smith. And that's going to clear it out. Here's Smith now. Number 43 for the flying elbows. Sends it up to Bertrand. Bertrand has it in the high slot. Bertrand takes a shot. Nice block by Linema. Rebound shot. Big save by Vitsa again off his left pad. And here's Oliver Smith. Here's Oliver Smith right now up the neutral zone. Nice play on two pairs of Smith. One Smith for the Ball Hogs and one Smith for the flying elbows. And the Ball Hog one wins that battle, and he had a chance to take it in the net. Here's Billy Moscow now. Billy Moscow with a nice move on Duchesne. Billy Moscow has possession of it still. He's got Crowther down there, and then he'll dish it off to Crowther. Back to Oliver Smith. Nice play to Billy Moscow in front of the net by Oliver Smith with a great pass. And Billy Moscow was stopped by Duquette for the flying elbows goaltender. Here's Billy Moscow now. Billy Moscow to Thomas Crowther. Crowther shoots. Another chance. Nice battling down there between Billy Moscow and Duquette. So we got a penalty. Lakasoff's in the box also. His penalty will be over in 2 minutes and 5 minutes. And Cal McCash's penalty is going to be coming up in 30 seconds. And Ryan Mooney's going to send it back in. There's a goal scorer for the Ball Hogs tonight, Ryan Mooney. And good to see Cam Lizotte back in the lineup, back in the game, sorry, after falling like that hard. I think it was more of an accidental trip on Lakasoff. And still a penalty though, right? Still call it a tripping penalty. There's Billy Moscow with a nice play, but good to see Lizotte back now after falling like that. Looked like he might have hurt his elbow a bit, but tough hockey player. Here's Mooney now with a nice move by Ryan Mooney. Here's Ryan Mooney, sends it to Lizotte. Lizotte from the point, shoots, hits Billy Moscow in the back. And Gladue is trying to keep it in. And the Ball Hogs have possession now. Here's Ryan Mooney right now. Number 27 for the Ball Hogs, Mooney. Nice play to Billy Moscow. Here's Moscow, wide open, shoots, scores. Billy Moscow with a nice pass by Ryan Mooney. And the Ball Hogs now are up 7-1 with 5 minutes to go in the third period. So a nice play there by Ryan Mooney to see Billy Moscow in front of the net wide open, and Moscow had a lot of time. It took time before anybody got to him, and Billy Moscow says, well, I'm going to pick my target, and that's exactly what he did on Duquette. He picked it. What a shot. And goal scorer's goal. Billy Moscow. Nice pass by Mooney. Here comes the Flying Elbows now. Have it at the back end. So 7-1 now. Here's Drigo. He'll send it out. Nice rush by Drigo. Here's the Flying Elbows trying to get it. And now Billy Moscow send it up to LaValle. Here's LaValle now. Nice chip by LaValle. He's going to use his speed. And that's chipped out. 4:39 we're left here in the third period. 33 seconds remaining left in Lakasov's penalty. And another penalty coming up now to the Flying Elbows. Looks like it's Vicendi going off. So another power play for the Ball Hogs. So 5-on-3 now for 33 seconds. The Ball Hogs will have a power play. You got Parker Cambrian out there with Matt Bell and LaValle. Lazat at the back end. Oh, Cambrian with a big shot off the draw, and that just nearly took off Doucette's bucket. Big shot from the point. Here's LaValle to Cambrian. Oh, nice play. Here's Bell now. Bell shoots. Big save by Duquette. Cambrian all over it right now. He's got it behind the net. Parker tried to see LaValle in front of the net with a little chip pass. Here he is again now. Nice play by Parker down low. Great battling by the Ball Hogs in that line with the power play line right there with Parker, Bell, and LaValle. Dumped all the way down. Schuick's going to come out, run out. Frankie Visa gets there first. Nice pass to Frankie Visa to Cal McCash. And here comes Cal with 3:50 to go here in the third period. Big shot there by Lazat. And that's Drigo's going to dump that one out to clear it out. Here's LaValle now for the Ball Hogs. There's LaValle giving chase. Parker. And the Flying Elbows are going to take possession now of it. Here's Duchesne now. Duchesne's got Bertrand going to the net. Oh, he didn't get the shot off. Here's LaValle. Nice move by LaValle. Nice pass to Craig Paquette, and Paquette missed that one. And that was a nice play by LaValle. Good second effort right there to get that. And that's going to be out of play. So there's Vitsa down low with the Ball Hogs. He's made some crucial saves. Not many, but the ones that he had to face, he came out big. A lot of stick in the leg out there on a lot of those hard shots down low and big saves. And Doucette, well, let me tell you, he's getting his, he's earning his money tonight with all the action he's seeing down low in this game. So we're going to have a face-off, Oliver Smith, and we're going to have Lessard off the draw, and Smith. Here comes Bertrand now, the speedy Bertrand to Paquette for the Ball Hogs. Here's Greg Paquette now. Oh, nice chance and a nice try there by Lior. And they work that one-touch pass. And Vitsa has it now. He's going to send it to Linema. And Linema's going to set it up for the Ball Hogs. Nice play to Paquette. Here's Thomas Crowder. Here's Crowder now. Here's Crowder now. Here's Paquette, has it down low for the Ball Hogs to Smith. Now it's taken away by the Flying Elbow player. He'll send it now to Lessard. Here's Lessard. Lakasov's up there, so is Bertrand. Here's Lakasov now, number 89 for the Flying Elbows. And here's Oliver Smith now. Here's Smith now. He's going to take a shot and a big save by Duquette, and he's going to hang on to it with 2:02 left here in the third period. Good crowd here at Cambrian Arena for this game 1 of the Burke Keaney Memorial Championship. And we have a 6-1. Sorry, 7-1 for the Hogs right now. So a 6-goal lead here late in the third period. Here's Linema from the back end. Linema shoots. Nice play. Nice try to Lior. Lior, and a nice play from Lior to Paquette, and he scores. And that's the 8th goal for the Sudbury Ball Hogs. What a goal. So nice play there, Paquette there. And that's the trio again, like we talked about, game after game, with the give and go passes, and bang for Paquette on that nice play. Here's Smith now. To Lior. Here's Deshane, sends it back. Here's Smith now, number 95 for the Flying Elbows. Here's Smith, tries to send Drigo. Here's Drigo, the goal scorer for the Flying Elbows. Nice play, nice pass, and Duchesne just missed that one. And here comes Lior now for the Ball Hogs. Lior's going to shoot, and that's just wide of Duquette. Here's Smith now. Duchesne's going to dump it in for the Flying Elbows. We got a minute left here in game 1, third period. And Drigo's going to hang on to it. Smith going to put a little pressure. Nice save by Frankie Bitsa. Another save. So he makes a save. When called upon, Beats has been there tonight. And that's all you can ask for a goalie is we don't care if you get 4 shots, 20 shots. If you can stop 95% of them, that's all we can ask for. And we're going to have a stoppage of play here now. And the time's going to run down. And we're going to have the final score 8-1 for the first game. The Ball Hogs are going to win 8-1 over the Flying Elbows here at Cambrian Arena for the first game, game 1 of the Burke Keaney Memorial Championship. And they're going to run the clock down. And that's the end of it. Want to do an interview? No, okay. So that's the end of it there. Ball Hogs 8, Flying Elbows 1 for the first game, and we're going to have a little quick interview with Riley LaValle of the Ball Hogs. Congratulations, Ryan LaValle here with the Ball Hogs on the first win of the series, best of 3 against the Flying Elbows. Little jitters before the game, got her done. They're gonna.
We came in here confident. We played the Cambrians last year, learned a lot from that loss last season. So we knew we had to come and take it to these guys this year. Young guys, they're fast. So we just brought our game tonight.
Good job. So the guys are going to come out hard, right? We move on now to the next game. This game's over with, history. Kids are not going to give up. They're going to come out game 2.
For sure.
And
fast group, really good players. They're really good on the ice. They give it until the final buzzer, so we're just going to have to bring it again and finish it.
Congratulations, Ryan LaValle of the Ball Hogs. Good performance, hard work, playoff hockey for LaValle, and the Ball Hogs defeat the Flying Elbows 8-1. So long for the Greater Sudbury Ball Hockey League. Thanks for coming out tonight. Cambrian Arena, Sudbury, Ontario. Game 1 sealed. Ball Hogs lead, and the DJ Hancock Memorial, the Misfits lead that series 1-0. So stay tuned next week. So long from the GSBHL Hockey.